And there's a look up at the sign here in front of Centerpoint Mall, and this is the intersection of Steeles and Yonge Street. And today is Tuesday, November 14th. The time is 4:06 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 8 degrees Celsius. And Steeles Avenue here is on the northern border of the city of Toronto. So just across the street is York Region. And on the northwest corner there is the city of Vaughan. And over on the northeast corner is the city of Markham. And the area north of here is known as Thornhill. And this mall here is slated for redevelopment. It opened back in 1966 as Town Country Square. And there are plans to bulldoze it and build a large planned community where the mall is now. In fact, this whole area is up for a sizable redevelopment. There's a number of tall towers proposed just for the east side of Yonge Street over there. There's also a subway station that is planned to go in serving this intersection as part of the Line 1 Yonge Side Northern Extension, and that'll head all the way up to Richmond Hill. And I think there's about a dozen or so tall towers proposed for the north side of Steeles just over there. And this will be chopped up and divided into streets, featuring, I think, a few dozen towers when all is said and done, going all the way up to 55 stories. And I think that subway extension may have spurred that redevelopment of the mall with the rise in property values. And here you could catch a TTC or York Region transit bus south to Finch Station, but I hope that bus isn't stopping for me. Better get out of that area. Nope, people are getting off, good. What I'm gonna do is go in and take a walk around the Doom Shopping Mall. This is my second time exploring this mall on this channel. It's one of a number of malls in the GTA, which stands for the Greater Toronto Area, that are up for demolition or redevelopment. Scarborough Town Centre, Yorkdale, Sherway, and Fairview. I think we'll see a lot of their parking consolidated into parking garages, and a lot of condos will spring up on those properties. There's also the ongoing redevelopment of Galleria Mall. There's Yorkgate Mall, Jane Finch Mall, Agincourt Mall, the Atrium on Bay, Dufferin Mall, and this one, of course, Centerpoint. And I think in Etobicoke, Cloverdale Mall will be meeting the wrecking ball soon. And I don't think in the case of this mall, it's that the mall is doing poorly. I just think the land is going up in value so much. There's a large supermarket over there and a few entrances, but let's head in through this anchor store here, the Hudson's Bay. Not much thought given to pedestrian access, at least from the street. That's typical of this style of mall from this era. It is definitely car-centric in a neighborhood that will be kind of shedding that soon. I can't remember the last time I went in a department store like this. What am I doing? I'm not shopping for shoes. Let's cut through here and go for a walk through the mall. It looks like they've closed the second level here. So I mentioned this mall opened back in 1966. And it opened with a Sayvet discount department store. And there was a large food market as well, which I think later became a Loblaws. It's kind of like stepping into a time capsule, being in a department store like this. Dr. Foot, that reminds me of Dr. Shoe from Married with Children. There's a dental clinic up there. Pickle Barrel. That's one of the entrances to a parking lot. It's your typical regional mall. There's a Jollibee. Those have really sprung up all over the place. I've got one near me. I think these malls have the most interesting collection of stores. All the big ticket malls like Yorkdale and Eaton Center and Square One tend to have the same retailers. You get a lot of more unique shops in a mall like this. But that might be an indicator that they're not willing to pay the big rents here. And the application to redevelop the mall was submitted a few years ago. There used to be a redevelopment notice sign out in front of the mall, but I couldn't find it. Let's just check out this wing. There's a supermarket at the end here, a No Frills. And this mall also features a Kanji Queen and a Canada Computers, which both had locations in a plaza just south of here in Newton Brook. That was redeveloped, and it looks like both of those businesses will get the boot. There's Kanji Queen. I used to go to their other location when I was working in North York. And one of the anchors, this mall was also home to a Zellers, a Canadian-style discount store, kind of like a Walmart. And a Target moved in. And Target came into Canada and took over that lease. And that was very short-lived and one of the biggest retail failures in the history of time. And that, I think, then became a Lowe's. Well, there's a peek into the supermarket anyway, so I don't really feel like going all the way in there. And then that space got converted into a large Canada Computers. There's the directory of the mall, so we started by coming in here. Just kind of waltzed down here. So there's not a whole lot left to explore in this mall. I think the last time I did a video here, it was only about 12 minutes or so. You'll find these stores all over the globe. Boutique Lila Moda. I don't think you'll see an H&M or anything like that in this mall. But the development proposed here will have over 3,300 new units, with towers ranging up to 55 stories. There'll also be a number of condo townhomes and outdoor spaces, including a large park. There is a school on the southwest corner of the property, but unfortunately it won't be using a northwest or north-south, east-west street grid. So it won't integrate into the surrounding area so well. It's kind of a mistake that's always made when you have a big master plan community like that. And here's another anchor store, Canadian Tire, straight ahead. Washrooms, so this would be the food court. There's a Source. That's what became of Radio Shack in Canada. Dollarama. I've heard that the Canadian Tire might stay if the mall goes. If you know about that, let me know down in the comments. Seems a bit odd to me. Jimmy the Greek, Vietnamese food, Caribbean. KFC and Taco Bell. Even, I'd say about half of these aren't the usual mall food court suspects. Spa lounge. There's the Timmy's. Right next to a bakery. Oh, there's a healthy amount of people here. Tuesday afternoon. It's 4:20. We're well between lunch and dinner times. $40 gigs for $40. And what I'm going to be doing after this video is recording a walk south through Newton Brook from Steeles down to Finch Station. Elegant bag, urban bedding. Oh, they have one of those as seen on TV showcase stores just on the left. hair Botox. So that is it. So maybe I'll cut through Canada Computers. It's been a while since I've been through there. There's certainly a lot of cell phone stores selling accessories and that sort of thing. Footworks. Make sure, yeah, so we covered all the sections but the upper level, which there's not a whole lot to it. I purchased a video card from here during the pandemic. That girl tried to enter through the exit. Temporarily closed for improvements. $40.90. I'm running a 12 gig 3060. Oh, well, I won't geek out in here too long. We'll just kind of pass through.
Yeah, everything, including the taxes. And if you want to have
All right, you cannot exit. That's interesting.
you're so loud, though.
I thought I could cut through the store and enter or exit. Out over here. Well, let's head outside. And it's not known yet when exactly this mall will meet its fate. I don't think it'll be anytime soon. I don't think the development has all the necessary go-aheads. But it seems like a sure thing. And you can always follow the progress of this sort of thing at urbantoronto.ca. There's always people posting updates. And when the redevelopment starts, you'll see pictures and that sort of thing as well. And that is Steeles Avenue straight ahead. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed this short walk around a rather doomed shopping mall, Centerpoint Mall. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.